Alright, hello, welcome to another video about, you guessed it, Marvel Rivals, and because I make content on
And
Marvel Rivals if you haven't noticed. And this one's gonna be a quick one, and y'all might call it dick riding, I'm gonna call it glaze, because I am doing a dick ride this video. It's gonna be a really positive video, but because if you've lived under a rock, if you haven't seen anything the past 2 days, then you live under a rock. Honestly, you might not have access to internet. But Rivals recently released their trailer for Angela and the Man Without Fear Daredevil, and oh my goodness, they look peak. They look so good. They look like they are going to be amazing characters for the game, and they look fun. Best of all, they look fun. So basically, Angela's a tank, and Daredevil is a DPS. And the one thing this game really needed was another tank. And Angela, they just released her gameplay video. Looks like a tank that is going to help the game. Like, oh my, it's not like she's a nothing tank. Like, if this was Venom they were adding and I saw this, I would be like, oh, that's it. But Angela, she looks like she can actually change and help the game. So if you haven't seen her gameplay, she's basically a flying Wolverine. Now, she can fly. Yes, like I said, she can fly. And she has a spear when she flies. And this spear is kind of like Reinhardt. If she hits you with the spear, it pins you to the spear, and then she can control where you go. And that's why I'm saying she's kind of like Wolverine. Because if she kidnaps you from behind, she is now kidnapping you, putting you with her team. Like, this is probably a tank's worst nightmare, unironically. But I can imagine the support in the backline is getting kidnapped by a Angela from the sky, a little angel from the sky, getting teleported into the enemy team's backline and like forcing a support ult or doing anything, honestly. Or dying, that's the most important thing, dying. And then when she lands, she gets these double axes, like she swings them around, kind of like magic, looks like magic speed. Does not a lot of damage, which is good. Good doesn't do a lot of damage because Jesus Christ. And yeah, she looks amazing. And her ultimate is probably my favorite part of her kit. Her ultimate, she throws her spear or her golden thing that can also turn into a shield. Fun fact: it's a shield, it's a golden axes, and a spear. And she can throw the spear, and it makes an area of effect that they cannot leave from. So it like tethers them to the middle, and you can combine that with so many ults. In the trailer, they did it with Thor, but you can do it with Moon Knight, Groot. Don't do it with Groot. You can do it with Moon Knight, Psylocke, Magic. All of these characters can combine ult with insta kill potential, and it's gonna be amazing to see in game. The more ult, oh my lord, I can see the amazingness now. And that's really all I have to say about Angela, because this video is more like around everything in the patch, not just Angela. But my favorite thing in this patch, easily my favorite thing, is not placement matches, is not Moon Knight buffs, no. My favorite thing they did in this patch was nerf Squirrel Girl. Yes, you heard that right. They are nerfing Squirrel Girl. This low elo demon is finally getting the nerf she deserves. Now, how are they going to do that? Hopefully they do it like Junkrat, to where if her acorns lands near you, it doesn't do 110 health. Because why does an acorn she fired 3 seconds ago just still like almost one-shot me? Makes no sense, right? It should be based off bounce damage, in my opinion. Like, if it hits the wall and if it bounces twice near me, it just do like 50 health. If she directs hit me, sure, okay, sure, you can do 110. But if it bounces 3 times and then hits me, it shouldn't do 110 health. It shouldn't. It just shouldn't. So yes, Joseph Stalin, Squirrel Girl, has finally been nerfed, and I'm so happy that she's getting nerfed. Cause I mean, Squirrel Girl has been in this state where like she's a low elo terrorist, but like she's slowly gotten micro buffed where she becomes like a high elo terrorist too. So I'm happy they're nerfing her. One thing I'm not happy about though is they are buffing Moon Knight. I mentioned it earlier. Moon Knight's getting buffed. I don't know why they choose to buff Moon Knight ever, but one time I like. At some point, they're gonna micro buff Moon Knight to the point where he's like overpowered. Like, they are. Like, they really just are. And I'm not okay with that, because Moon Knight is a annoying character to play against. He should not be good. Like, you should have to be good at the game to make Moon Knight viable, in my humble opinion. Like, he is a low elo stomper more than Squirrel Girl is. But anyways, more changes are you can change your color in text chat if you care about that. I don't, but yeah. You can also slow walk on PC if you care about that. I don't. I mean, it's cool that you can finally do that, but like, or as Guan put it, you can aura walk. Another important thing that they added is they talked about placement matches finally. Now, this is like the most important thing, actually, in my opinion. They finally acknowledged that placement matches are coming to the game, but it's complicated to do, so it won't be this season. And the fact that they even confirmed that makes me so happy, because I can finally not spend half the season getting to where I was before. Okay, it took me like a week to get where I was before, honestly. But I can finally not get dropped 7 entire ranks and actually play the game I want to play in the higher ranks with people that I know are actually in my rank. It's crazy. I love that. I don't know when I assume it's gonna come next season though. 'Cause he made it sound like they've been working on it for like a while, but I don't know. Like it does seem complicated, obviously, to add, but obviously they're gonna add it at some point. But it's either gonna be season 5 or season 6. I think we're going. If it's season 5, we're 100% gonna get more information on it on the halfway point in the season. But until then, we'll just have to speculate. And as I record this, the patch notes dropped, and I just read the most crazy thing ever. The Winter Soldier is getting buffed. Trooper's Fist, or his shift ability. Second Strike now applies a 1-second debuff to enemies hit, preventing them from using mobility abilities. My goodness Christ, Bucky's gonna be mad again. They nerfed Psylocke, they buffed Muna, as I said earlier, but Blade got a small buff. They said they're gonna watch Blade, so they're gonna kind of keep him like underpowered to like buff him to the right spot. But Magic gets a good bit of changes, right? She moved her team up anchor bonus got removed, obviously, but her slash, her holding right click, her max damage was increased. It takes not 1.8 seconds or 2 seconds. It now takes basically 1 second to fully charge full damage. It also now pierces enemies and reduces the stepping disc cooldown by 1 second per every enemy that was pierced. And also, they, of course, accounted for her loss of 15% increase to her anchor bonus for everything else. And for Squirrel Girl, her burst acorn damage now does 100 damage instead of 110. The Mammal Bond cooldown, or her E, now costs 15 seconds and not 10. And Squirrel Blockade, her right click, now does 50 damage to 35. So it doesn't really change her problem. Like, this doesn't really change her problem like at all. But Scarlet Witch also got handy upgrades here. Scarlet now, her ultimate now pulls in nearby enemies within a 15-meter radius. I actually think that makes it worse because, like, I'm gonna focus your ult now. Like, usually I don't focus it unless I'm like someone who can cancel like Luna, Bucky, or like Emma. But now, if I'm Hella and I don't have my E, I'm going to focus you only, not trust my teammates to do it, because I can just now do it myself, right? And they also increased her reality erasure damage from 800 to 9,999, which, to be fair, it should have always been that much damage because she literally erasing you from reality. Another change here is Black Panther got nerfed from 300 health to 275, thank God. And another, I think the sneak change here is Psylocke. They decreased her right-click damage, her shuriken, from 12 to 8, meaning you can no longer just like burst damage someone to death as easy. I don't think this changes anything heavily, but like I have to play it, of course, because I've been playing a lot of Psylocke recently because she's broken in the rank I'm at. So yeah, so all around they did a lot of changes. Like Emma got changed, Penny got changed, Doctor Strange got changed, Black Panther, Blade, Moon Knight, Jeff Landshaw now actually has a useful support ult. Loki, Luna, Mantis, Ultron, a lot of characters got changed. Invis Woman got buffs heavily, and honestly, I think it was a great balance change. They even finally nerfed Luna Snow, and they even had a joke in here that says, "See, we do nerf her," which is funny. Her ultimate duration goes from 12 to 10, which is a great change. But tell me in the comments below if you care for this update. I do. I think this is one of the best updates it's ever done. And I can't wait for season 4, honestly. I think this is gonna be great for the game. I think this is gonna be one of the best ones. But all in all, that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe for more. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.